there it was, a brand new star.
Professor.
Ancient documents predicted that the star would begin to move, and that once it did begin to move, that we should follow it to where it led.
Stationary in the sky, and thought we'd fill you in on what we...
Abe has never really understood the media.
It's not unheard of that a new star is discovered. Can you tell us what's so special about this?
I don't think he ever realised just how much power they have.
Star wasn't there at all on one particular day, and then boom, the very next day, there it is.
Yes. What are you hoping to discover at this point?
To be honest, it's rather mysterious that this star has just appeared, seemingly out of nowhere.
We're actually putting a small research team together at the moment to track the star across the sky. Why on earth I let JM be part of that, I do not know.
The conference was a debacle, there's no doubt about it. JM came across looking like he was mentally unstable, and Abe and Felicity looked stupid for taking him so seriously.
Ancient civilizations have looked forward to the day a prince is born among us.
So it's very good.
Someone who will establish a new connection between the heavens and the earth. That day is now upon us. We're going to follow the star and bear witness to the dawning of a new age. I do regret saying what I did. Not that it wasn't true, because it was. It just wasn't the right time and place to talk about it.
I had a very candid conversation with Abe afterwards. I don't think he totally understood how seriously damaging this sort of thing is.
I think Abe felt most hurt by his friends at the university. I mean, after all he'd done for them over the years. And now they were virtually saying that if he went on this expedition, he wouldn't have a job to come back to.
Yes,
No, Abe, that's not right. That's what we were talking about yesterday. I was never a fan of this expedition idea in the first place. All the interest we had from the media and from our scientific peers, it just plummeted.
The Minister says that you are misleading the public. Do you have a comment on that?
I have
No one took us seriously after that. Nobody.
Once the star did begin to move, part of me wanted to follow it. Not because I was going along with JM's theories, but out of pure scientific curiosity.
That star was leading us somewhere. We were supposed to follow it.
Supposed to. That's what JM kept saying, we were supposed to. What does that mean?
JM's theories were pretty wild, but what good scientist turns his back on a mystery or the opportunity to test a theory, even if it is completely crazy?
I just kept telling Abe, let it go. Let's get back to the research that won you the Nobel Prize. Let's focus on that. Don't get distracted on all this supernatural mumbo-jumbo that JM keeps going on about. Stick to the real science.
Dr. Yao very nearly dropped out, but I kept appealing to her sense of adventure and her professional curiosity. How often does a mystery like this come along? Come with us. Gather more clues. Investigate. Prove me wrong, if you can.
In my book, this is one of the key moments in this whole story. The pressure on Abe from the scientific establishment to drop this whole thing was huge. But what you have to understand is that his reputation had already suffered. This field trip was his chance at redemption. What if he did discover something? What if he could report on some breakthrough in our understanding of astrophysics? Maybe he could climb back on that pedestal from which he'd fallen.
At the end of the day, I was compelled to go. I needed to get to the truth, no matter the cost. This star was defying explanation, and JM was offering the only real clue.
So Abe decided he was going to continue, and JM was probably going to go whether we went or not. And I thought, you know what? If it's good enough for a Nobel laureate, it's good enough for me. I mean, what harm could come from tagging along?